We got more news, and this one I gotta say was the one that caught my eye. Besides the big game story, this one was one of my favorites.
So,
New Jersey restaurant is banning children under 10.
it's top 10.
Yeah. A Tinton Falls, New Jersey restaurant plans to ban children under 10. Nettie's House of Spaghetti, what a great name. Nettie's House of Spaghetti announced on February 9th through their social media that starting next month, they will no longer allow children under 10 to dine in the restaurant. The social media post said, and quote, "We love kids. We really, truly do. But between noise levels, lack of space for high chairs, cleaning up crazy messes, and the liability of kids running around the restaurant, we have decided that it's time to take control of the situation." The comments under the social media post had mixed reactions. Many supported their decision, and others were against it. So, what do you guys think about this? Like, what do you guys think about banning children under 10 in restaurants?
Man, if y'all got something against it, you probably got one of those kids that were fall under the category the reason why they had banned them in the first place.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I think I don't know if you guys have, but I've worked in restaurants for the past like 4
Oh,
years.
same.
And this is one of those things that always sounds like a dream. This is one of those things that your manager always like is saying under his breath that you just imagine is never gonna happen. But like I can't imagine what happened to make them actually do this. Like what kid was that bad
Oh man,
that made them do this?
I have a certain comment that I love to make every time children scream, but I can't say it on air, so I'm gonna wait till our next break.
So, for me, I'm a play devil's advocate. I clearly see that everybody here agrees with it, but when you're a dad or a mom, it's kind of hard to maybe have a babysitter. Maybe babysitters are maybe expensive and you don't have the time to have one, and you have to take your children with you. Or like you go to the restaurant to have a family gathering. So, I agree but disagree at the same time. Like I get why they're doing it. And they're probably gonna save money doing this. But at the same time, I'm like, wow, what are these families gonna do? Like, imagine let's say, at least this is what I would do as a kid under 10. I would go to church and then I would go to a restaurant with my family. So what is gonna happen with those families who are like, oh, I want spaghetti? And then they're like, you can't have your 8-year-old and your 6-year-old. I'm sorry.
Actually, don't go to Olive Garden.
Yeah, don't go to Olive Garden.
I work at Olive Garden. Don't do that.
So it's interesting that this has happening.
The fact that it's like a spaghetti restaurant too, like spaghetti, you can make such a mess with that as a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. I understand both sides to this. I could see if I was a parent, you find this place to eat. Oh wait, my kid can't dine here. But also I could see how it says liability. It's just kids running around, noise levels. Well, it depends what type of. I don't know if it's like a fancy, like an over the top fancy restaurant. Because if so, noise complaints and messes and stuff. I understand that. I don't know. I can see both sides to it, but I don't know. I feel as if I haven't worked in the restaurant business like you guys have.
I think the worst experience I had with that, I was working at the Olive Garden up here. I didn't go back to that one. But I remember I was in the side station preparing drinks for a table, and there was just one child. And I thought it had to be an infant because it was screaming. It sounded like an infant, but I noticed the noise. I noticed the loudness was too loud for this to be like a 1-year-old, but it sounded like a 1-year-old. So I get nosy. So I go out to try and see what child is making that noise. This kid has to be 6 years old. And he's just sitting there, and his mom's ignoring him. I guess she's trying to show him she's not gonna cave into his attention seeking, which I understand, but I'm like, bro, I can hear your child at the other end of the restaurant, and he's loud. It sounds like an infant, at 3 a.m. I'm thinking it's a baby, which is why I didn't say anything at first. But when I looked over there, I'm like, that he's too old to be doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it happens. So we'll see what happens. This is gonna go into effect in a month in March. So we'll see what's the result of this. And yeah, Nettie's House of Spaghetti. banning children under 10. But we got more stories, so
Oh man.
JT, take it away.
I see. We traveling to Charlie's Chocolate Factory this day. Mars Wrigley gets fined after 2 workers fall into a vat of chocolate. Responsible for candies like M&M and Dove, Mars Wrigley is fined more than $14,500 after 2 workers in pure Augustus Gloop fashion fall into a vat of chocolate and had to be rescued. The incident happened in June 2022 and had a hole to be cut into the bottom of tanks to get them out. The safety regulator report labeled the incident as, quote, serious, and they were there to clean the tanks, but were not given the proper equipment. A representative said the safety of our associates, outside contractors, is a top priority for our business. As always, we appreciated OSHA's collaborative approach to working with us to conduct the after action review, end quote. Wow.
So it's pretty very, like you said, chocolate factory. Like,
It's giving me Augustus Gloop. That's what it's giving me.
no, and instead of 1, it was 2 people. So
Oh man.
and the funny thing is that they were cleaning the vat. They were like cleaning it, and then they just like whoop and fell. So, but yeah, they didn't have the proper safety equipment. They were supposed to have like harnesses, and they didn't, so they fell. So
Yeah, that's why I've seen a bag of M&Ms, and I saw that there was like a
A finger.
a severed finger, and then
Oh
that's
man.
now I know why. Oh,
no, but they're good, but they
Yeah.
fell in the back chocolate, and
yeah.
it was probably a bad day after that. They had to go home, fill the chocolate in their clothes,
Yeah, they go home to their wife like,
That's not even that high of a fine.
and they were like, it was a bad day. What can I say?
that's not that much. That's not much money, for falling into a vat of chocolate.
Yes,
It could be.
could be.
It could be because you'd be like, were you opposed?
Yeah.
You could just
They really said, did you die?
Was it really a bad time?
Yeah.
Was it really a bad time? You were swimming in chocolate, like.
I mean, I don't know about y'all, but I can't imagine it being easy to breathe.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
that's what I'm
because
saying,
chocolate,
yeah.
chocolate is thick.
Yeah,
Can you imagine that. That'd
yeah.
be insane.
And then
Yeah, I'm
the Oompa
surprised
Loompas
they-
showed up and were dancing around.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But it wasn't it was kind of like Augustus. Augustus was like suffering when he got sucked up from. So
Man, okay, Augustus deserved it.
and
That was the whole
every kid. That was the point.
That-
Every kid deserved to like have a chocolate
That-
punishment. So
that was Johnny. No, Johnny Depp.
yeah,
right?
Johnny Depp.
Okay, yeah, that movie is so scary.
It's a fever dream.
It's
When
one of
I
the-
saw it as an old kid, I was like, "This is a
It's
fever
so
dream."
scary.
It's one of my favorite movies.
No, I still have
The-
like a spot for that movie. That's
The-
like it's a fever
The
dream.
scene with Augustus Gloop, and then the scene with all the squirrels, and the scene with Mike TV when they're like, he's on TV. It's so scary.
No, it's such a
It's so scary. I just want to watch a movie about people going to.
Isn't
candy
Tim Burton
factory.
behind that one?
Yeah, Tim Burton.
Yeah, no,
It's
Really?
That's very.
That's why.
That's a very Tim Burton movie. It's so scary. Why?
Yeah, I agree. But you know what's not scary? A break.
Is it?
No, it's not scary. We gotta go to a quick break, and then we'll be right back talking about the big game. So see you soon. Yesterday
Prayers up.
was one of the biggest nights in sports, and today we will talk about the highlights of the event and what happened. A game that saw 2 brothers, Travis and Jason Kelsey, against each other. These were the final results of the game. The Kansas City Chiefs won against the Philadelphia Eagles with a point difference of 38-35. Changes were high in each quarter as each team had a chance of being on the lead. Rihanna made her return to music after 5 years of absence in Apple Music's halftime show. She sang hits like Diamonds, Where Have You Been, Umbrella, and so much more. Many viewers of the halftime took to social media to question if Rihanna is pregnant. Representatives for Rihanna confirmed she is pregnant. So congratulations to her. The big game also had their iconic commercials from different brands like Pepsi Zero, M&M's, Popcorners, Google Pixel, Squarespace, and so many more. So guys, we have a lot to talk about. What do you guys think about the big game? Do you guys expect those results? What are you guys thinking?
It was a close game.
It was a good game. It was a good game. I agree.
I heard so much. I heard so much that this was going to be an easy Eagles win, and I never bought into that. I never bought into that. I was always like, don't doubt Patrick Mahomes. You don't do it. You don't do it. You never do it.
I
That's
don't know why
the
people were trying to say that it was going to be like an easy Eagles.
Yeah.
Well,
I knew
I
it was going to be a close game. I didn't know who was going to win it, but if Patrick Mahomes is on the other team, you don't count the other team out unless it was the game from a couple years ago against the Buccaneers. That game was terrible. But yeah,
I agree. Like, also, we're surrounded by South Jersey people, and South Jersey people, you know, I don't know if you know this, you know, New Jersey has like two teams. Like, if you're from North Jersey, you're probably a Giants fan. If you're from South Jersey, you're an Eagles fan, like without doubt. So, like, at least in the
Jersey
station,
don't have a culture of their own.
well, we have the Devils.
The
We have the
Jets
Devils.
and the Giants play in New Jersey.
Yeah.
They're two New Jersey teams. They're
Yeah,
not New York
basically,
teams.
at this point.
The
Yeah.
New Jersey Giants and New Jersey Jets.
So, great way to think about it. But yeah, like, you know, there's this cultural, like, you know, divide, because South Jersey is like Philly teams and North Jersey is New York teams. So like we have a lot of friends who are from South Jersey, and they were rooting for Eagles, and they were rooting hard. They were like, oh, they're gonna win. And you know, it was interesting seeing how their faces changed during the game. I remember that last quarter when the Kansas City Chiefs were running the clock. I saw the devastation in their eyes. I saw tragedy. Like,
they
wow.
had that questionable call.
That was crazy.
But as you said, if you go down the beach, it's just Eagles, Phillies, Flyers, Sixers. It's that everywhere. It's so
Jersey don't know whether they want to be New York or Philly.
So every time I go down the beach, I usually like to wear like a Met hat or something. Because no one else will, because
But like, you know, shout out to Gabby Lutz from the station. She was very devastated. And I saw it, I was like, wow, I'm sorry. Shout out to also Mike Foley. He was our engineer last semester. He was also devastated.
I'm debating today whether or not I want to be mean.
You know, I am like, you know, I flip-flop, because I sent Mike Foley a picture of me with Patrick Mahomes jersey. And he hates me right now. So, and you know, I'm doing this with a lot of friends. Shout out to my friend Hannah Effinger. She's a very big Eagles fan, and I sent that picture immediately.
Like, oh, birds. No.
Also, our friend Terry, you know, Terry Dickerson is also a big fan of the Eagles. So
this is
sorry.
I didn't have really a rooting interest, but I was happy to see Philadelphia lose in devastating fashion.
Really?
Always good to see. Oh, I hate all Philadelphia teams.
Yeah, but I gotta say, it was a very close game. Very close game.
It was a really good game.
Yeah, and it was really good. It had me on the edge of my seat.
Yeah.
But what also had me on the edge of my seat, Rihanna.
I don't know about edge of seat.
I was, before, like, I was super hyped. You know, this is like the official comeback for Rihanna. Like, this is the first time she performs in years. And I gotta say, I was kind of let down. Let down.
I'm not gonna lie.
That's my opinion.
Here's the thing, though.
Here's
the thing about Rihanna. Rihanna is one of the best artists of this generation. However, Rihanna does not have wipe out a stadium quality songs. Rihanna's songs are the lay back, chill,
Car
vibe to,
songs.
or even to party to. Definitely cool songs. I
Yeah.
can see partying to Rihanna music, but Rihanna does not have songs that she can wipe out a stadium with. That was the problem with Rihanna, and I knew that going in. And I knew a lot of people were going to be like, "Oh, Super Bowl." And when you get a halftime, that like somebody, I was talking to my roommate, and he was like, "This is the Super Bowl. This isn't the biggest concert of the year." I'm like, no. The Super Bowl halftime show is the biggest concert of the year. That is why not usually they opt to go for showstoppers when they go for Super Bowl performances. Some of the greatest Super Bowl performances are Michael Jackson, Beyonce, and Bruno Mars. The one from last year with the Compton lineup. Those are showstoppers who have been showstoppers as long as they've been in music. But we've seen people like Katy Perry, Adam Levine, Rihanna, who are great artists, but they're not showstopper artists. They know how to rally their base. They know how to do that. They know how to make music that you can have a blast to in a car or at a party. But when it comes to, there's a reason that these type of artists don't headline music festivals or sell out Madison Square Garden, because their music isn't something to really invite a lot of chaos to it. It's just stuff that they stand in the middle of the stage and they purely get you riled up based off of the star power of their music alone, let alone to what they're actually doing.
Yeah, I agree with certain aspects of your opinion. I say, like, you know, she has some songs that I think are like stadium level, but like they're very, like, I can count them with my hand. Like, I think Don't Stop the Music is a good, like,
it can be if you do it right. Don't Stop the Music and Umbrella are definitely two songs that if she really did it correctly, she could knock out a stadium with. However, her being pregnant did not help.
Yeah, well, I gotta say it's impressive that she could still do that. Like,
she sounded really good.
No, she sounded amazing.
She sounded good.
She sounded so good. People are debating whether or not she was actually singing, which I don't think she lip synced back.
I know it looked like she was actually singing it. So
I know,
like,
I don't know about the lip sync. I think Rihanna, she's the type of girl to say, "Hey, I'm gonna sing it."
Yeah.
Even though I'm pregnant, and I'll probably help me not, because of the walking and the singing, and
I also think Rihanna's star power. People forget that Rihanna's vocals as well. Rihanna isn't like, I don't want to say she's not a vocalist. What I'm saying is Rihanna's vocals, she's not really known for going crazy with the vocals. She's not a Beyonce. She's not a Kelly Clarkson. She's not known for belts and riffs and going crazy. Rihanna has always just had this like mysterious level. She keeps her voice at a certain level, but even though her range is quote unquote easy, it's just a certain aspect of her. You don't see many people attempting to sing her songs, no matter how quote unquote easy they are to sing. You might be able to get it in her range, but you're not going to be able to sing it like Rihanna.
That's true. That's true.
I also think that it's made the performance. It's more made for the TV audience, not the people in the stadium. Because, her being, when they lifted it up when they lifted the stage up, that was made for TV. Probably all the people in the stadium. Yeah, all the people in the stadium just see, half the stadium just sees, their back, her back turned to them, just on a stage. Like,
I was thinking about that was last year, because last year, if y'all remember, they had sets.
Yeah,
they had sets.
And they were just looking at.
I think some people were probably looking at the back of that set, not seeing, not even so much as the silhouette of the artist.
They had that changed when The Weeknd performed, because that was like a stage at the end of the stadium, so everyone saw it. Like, everyone saw him perform. And then it ended, with him on the field. It ended
with him dancing on the field, which I think was a great, I think it's underrated. Like,
that was one of the better halftime shows. I think because it felt like something special. Like, last year you had all these sets. It felt every song had a different vibe to it, feel to it. The one yesterday was just Rihanna walking around on a stage, like, almost like it was just a regular concert if she was performing.
Super Mario platforms.
Yeah, it felt like if she, like, that would just be a regular Rihanna concert, but like all previous ones have featured, every different thing is, a different outfit for it, a different set or something.
Also, this is the first time I can think of off the top of my head that somebody has soloed
at
time.
Yeah.
Now that I'm thinking about
The Weeknd,
I thought
he soloed.
Did he?
He
didn't
have a feature, I think. Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
It's just him.
But usually people have other people, or even like a surprise guest.
Yeah, I was gonna say usually like 10 different people come out. It's like you never know what's gonna happen.
They started playing All the Lights, and I was like, Kanye comes out.
No,
this is going to be the worst thing for the NFL. This is going to be like this is going to be awful for the NFL. Don't do this.
I gotta say, JT has a point, because she had to take a Kanye song to like
to get the crowd,
like to get the crowd riled up.
Somebody said
All the Lights, it's a good stadium song. Like,
somebody said we could have had that if Kanye hasn't been stupid all
year. Yeah,
probably.
Crazy.
That's what I was saying. I was like, if he wasn't, if he didn't say all those things, he'd probably probably the plan was originally that he would go out there, but then they were like, "Yeah, no, we're not doing
No,
that."
we're not doing that. You can sing your verse. That's it.
Yeah,
I'm just surprised they did give her like a solo performance like that, because like the weekend had bangers that everybody loves. Like she's got very like you said before, JT, like just like nice mellow music. So I don't know. I was kind of upset about it.
Yeah, it was interesting. It was interesting. I want to say it was bad, but I kind of I think I overhyped it. Like at least for me, I was like, oh my god, this is gonna be amazing. Like Rihanna's back.
I think everyone
I think
thought
everyone
that.
thought
Yeah.
so.
It's Rihanna. It's her star. Rihanna is one of those artists that their star power alone does more than they do, and they'll get to a certain point where they realize they don't have to do it. Michael Jackson used to do that. Looking back, it cracks me up. He used to do this thing where sometimes at the start of his shows, he would stand there.
No, and
Mannequin
Yeah.
challenge.
Yeah.
Just stand there, look to the side. Audience is going nuts. They're going insane. They're passing out. And then he would do something that would crack me up really much. He would simply snap his head to face the camera.
that's it.
He would stand there for like 30 seconds, not doing a thing. People freak out, snap his head, somebody faints.
Yeah.
No,
Michael
it's
Jackson
crazy.
had star power. Rihanna has star power. Rihanna can walk in here and not say a word, and we'll just be awestruck.
Yeah.
Just like, hi.
Yeah, no, I
you're
agree.
Rihanna.
Yes. So, something else that happened in this big game, besides Rihanna, besides the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Eagles, the commercials. The commercials are kind of iconic. And I don't know if you guys have like a favorite commercial that you saw that were like, oh, this is funny. This is the great commercial. What do you guys think?
so Super Bowl commercials have taken they're so bad now. It's nowhere near where it once was. The era of Puppy Monkey Baby for Mountain Dew. It doesn't feel like there's any.
I forgot about that.
It doesn't-
I hate you so much.
It doesn't feel like there's any specialness to these commercials anymore. Like we're not going to be talking about any of these past right here. Like there's no one that starts something. The one thing that they could have done, Burger King, such a missed opportunity.
Yeah.
If they played the Burger King song, if they made their own special one for the game, that would have been, everyone would be singing it. Everyone loves the new Burger King commercials.
Do it.
Yeah.
I did like the Breaking Bad one. That one was good.
That was I chuckled. I was like, okay, this is genuinely funny.
That was good. The Mets one, of course. That was one of the better ones.
Yeah.
That was
I
was like funny, and it had something to it. And also the I enjoyed the Jack Harlow Doritos one.
Oh, that was
where he starts playing the triangle. That was pretty funny. That's what I want to see. I want to see fun commercials anymore. It didn't feel like anything was special. The Pepsi Zero Sugar with Ben Stiller.
with Ben Stiller.
And Will
Pepsi.
Ferrell. It was like, am I acting by saying this?
Yeah.
Didn't Tubi have a commercial?
Tubi had a
Tubi's
commercial
great.
That one was clever. I like that one.
where it acted as if you hit something on like a Roku and it launched Tubi.
Yeah.
So people were going nuts because they thought,
Like someone changed the channel.
yeah.
No,
I thought the game went on.
I fell. I was like, oh my god, what happened? Like, who
Yeah.
has the remote?
I wasn't able to watch because I was working, but I worked pizza delivery last night, and every time I came back to the shop, there was they had the Super Bowl on, so I did a lot of deliveries last night. Like it's Super Bowl, everybody's getting pizza, everybody's getting wings. There was a lot of wings. But looking back, all I remember is like every time came back, something else is happening. I got off and came home just in time for Rihanna Bowl. And I was like, I remember like, I think that was like what was on when I finally stumbled back into my apartment that night was Rihanna. And I was like, okay, she's doing her thing, I guess.
Yeah, she was, and it was interesting. But yeah, I would say like my favorite commercial was the Popcorners Breaking Bad one. It was good. It was like interesting. It was good, like changing the drug they're selling to Popcorners.
Yeah,
that's hilarious.
The movies, the Flash
Oh,
trailer,
the
that
trailers.
better be the best movie because all that stuff that DC has been doing and experimenting with and all these projects that were literally finished, ready to go to post-production, and then the people watched it and were like, good, nah, scrap it. The fact that all that Ezra Miller did and that movie is still, I'm telling you right now, that better be the best movie.
No, I
Like,
agree.
Michael Keaton's got to save it.
They
Yeah,
really,
Michael Keaton.
because their justification was like, listen, we understand and we hear you guys, but this movie is too good to scrap. I'm like, bro, this movie better erase everything Ezra Miller did,
Yeah.
because I swear,
No.
Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting to watch. I'm kind of like, I'm a big DC fan. I'm a big DC fan.
This
like,
movie better make us
so
forgive Ezra
forgive
Miller.
us, like it has to be like that. Like it has to be, yeah, because he's a predator. He's like a kidnapper.
Yeah.
Like it's a groomer. It's insane. Like it's insane what's happening with Ezra Miller. Yeah, we got some more news. JT, take it away with that, with our Sam Smith story.
All right. Okay, let's dissect this, shall we? Okay, so Saturday was the Brit Awards, a ceremony that celebrates the British and international music. You think people would talk about Harry Styles winning Best British Album of the Year or Beyonce winning Best International Artist. However, everybody was criticizing Sam Smith's red carpet apparel. The singer, nominated for his song Unholy, was wearing a black latex suit with high rounded shoulders with inflatable balloon-like sleeves and legs that were pointed outwards. The British designer responsible for the jumpsuits, Harry, said, and quote, Sam was having a lot of hate comments recently after Unholy about their body image. This is my take on celebrating. You shared the screen and now it's full screen. You're good. Yeah, after about their body image. This is my take on celebrating their natural form and the beauty of being oneself. What do you guys think about the look? Well,
I'm showing it here for our Facebook viewers so they can see this.
I, for one, think Sam Smith looks like a beautiful vase in this picture.
I like it. I like it. I would wear it.
You know what? I think I could rock that.
Yeah.
I think if I could,
Yeah.
if I wear that, I could rock it.
You know what it looks like?
What does it look like?
It looks like the Lil Pump. I love it.
Yeah.
A little bit.
yeah.
A little bit.
You know, it looks like one of those inflatable balloons that you have like in like, like the ones that clowns make. That like they like
Like the balloon animal.
Yeah, the dogs. Yeah.
It's giving me Genie.
Oh yeah, from Aladdin.
Yeah.
At first, when I saw this, I thought it was a spy balloon joke, but I
It's
was wrong.
No, it's I gotta say
Oh,
it's
man.
amazing, and I will wear it. I will wear it. Like
I'll
we're
wear
making fun of it and everything, but it's kind of interesting. Like, it's obviously a show-stopping fashion statement. Like
Yeah, it's
statement. Like,
something.
it was like, hey, I'm here. And it's kind of funny that happened in the Brit Awards because nobody cared about the award. They were just talking about this fashion statement, and that's it.
Yeah.
But
like-
I gotta say, this isn't the first time people have shown up in questionable outfit choices. Doja Cat is notorious for that. I think the last thing I saw her in, whatever she was wearing, it looked like she had leeches all over her body. Oh man, Doja Cat's one for that. Cardi B is one for that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think, but yeah. Just artists have been known for showing out and showing up to certain award shows. Didn't Katy Perry just go to an award show dressed as a food of some sort?
I think it was Lady Gaga. the
Lady
meat dress,
Gaga.
the meat dress.
Yeah.
The iconic meat.
The iconic meat dress. Yes.
Yeah, so it's just not surprising anymore. Some people just like, yo. And you know what? I relate to it. Fun fact, sometimes I get bored on campus and I decide to walk around in a stupid costume.
Yeah, I remember that. I seen you, like, I remember we had a meeting and you were dressed like Santa,
Mhm. Always.
Yeah, I think it was at the start of December or like maybe late November.
It was. Last year, I walked around the entire campus dressed as Santa.
That's
I went
fun.
to classes dressed as Santa. I walked around. I ran into another dude dressed as Santa.
Wow,
Tried to
that's
steal
nice.
my thunder.
Yeah. But we got more stories, and we got one that's very, very interesting. I'm not loving it. McDonald's, you had one job. An advertisement for Mickey D's Mac Crispy Chicken Sandwich was placed right across the street of a crematorium in Cornwall, England. Many residents who saw the bus stop promotion felt it was tasteless. One unnamed resident said, and quote, although I can see the funny side, It is tasteless, and I'm sure some grieving family members won't like to see it when visiting Penn Mount for the funeral and cremation of a loved one. A spokesperson for McDonald's spoke to news outlet Cornwall Live and said, end quote, "We were unaware of the road sign in the vicinity of this bus stop. However, in light of the concerns raised by Cornwall Live, we have asked for our ad to be removed." So guys, I'm going to share with you guys the picture.
Stop
So you
it,
guys
Cap.
see,
It was funny.
you guys, like, this is amazing.
Pretty good.
I can't, but you guys got to see this. So yeah, it was right next to a crematorium, and it's just see the picture. The picture speaks for itself. Look at that. That's the picture. Like, it's Mac Crispy,
funny.
and then the sign that says crematorium this way. I am speechless. I am speechless. I read this story on Saturday. You know, I like to prep up for the show.
Mhm.
So I try to get those weird news stories out of the way. And this was the first one. I was like, this story is perfect. This is
Oh,
crazy.
No,
Yeah,
no.
this is something else.
No, it's like it's one of those things where whoever did that knew exactly what they were doing, and they were really banking on the fact that either nobody would notice or the people who did notice it. It's definitely been up there for a while, and my guess is whoever noticed it probably made a comment like that.
Yeah.
Somebody like, see, I'm a person, I love dark humor. I'm a person that likes to make light of all the situations. So if I'm going to cremate a loved one, you best believe a crispy comment's coming out of my mouth. I'm the type of guy that would notice this. Now, normal people who don't associate the two and who aren't just a wee bit disturbed, normal people probably would not notice this, because on the way to a crematorium, they're not thinking about McDonald's. They're
Yeah.
not thinking of, what
Let me
crispy
see this ad that's right next to the
what
Yeah.
crispy pun can I make, and can I make it well done? They're not thinking that. They're thinking to themselves, let me just go see the process of my loved one being processed. So somebody definitely pointed that out to them, and sparking the outrage. And I can't call the outrage bogus because it is understandable. But I, for one, that find this whole ordeal funny. And unfortunately, it was taken down.
Yeah, and I think the same way. I think someone like did this on purpose. Like, this was like a guy who was like preparing the posters, and they're like, okay, I gotta put a poster here at this bus stop. I'm gonna put this one. They didn't tell me where, so I'm gonna put the McCrispy right next to the crematorium.
Yeah.
And if it was me, if I saw that on the street, I would take a picture and I'd be laughing so much. I'd be laughing the way home. I'd be laughing, like, I just keep that to myself. I want to tell anybody because they're gonna take it down. And I was like, imagine, like, I bet someone saw that and had the same feeling I did. And when they came back, they didn't see the poster and they were pretty sad. Where's my McCrispy poster?
It's so this is so it's so funny.
No,
I'm
it's
sorry.
hilarious.
I'm
It's
sorry.
hilarious.
It's one of those things where you just go like, wow, that
These
Nothing like
things
that.
make me think about the people who always rush to say, why would you laugh about that? Would you laugh if it was your loved one? And the answer is yes. The answer very much so is yes, because that is how me and my family process things.
Yes,
humor.
with comedy. I
With-
agree.
With my grandfather's funeral, all we did was make fun of that man. And he was laughing with us.
Oh yeah. So there's different coping mechanisms, and definitely this McCrispy has something to do. Well, guys, we're gonna go. I hope you have a great rest of the week, not like the Eagles. So see you guys next time. Nos vemos.